Are you tired of being overcharged and forced into paying a monthly subscription for your Mac and Windows software? Well, if you are, currently we're having a 50% off discount on all the latest Mac and Windows software, such as AutoCAD, SolidWorks, Photoshop, Microsoft Office, and much more. Our 50% off discount will be ending soon.
So be sure to text Ready to Buy, that's Ready to Buy, to the number on the screen. Starting pricing for low-end software, $100. And starting pricing for high-end software, $500.
We aim to please, so expect 24/7 technical support, the latest premium software, instant software links delivered to your email, and PayPal's buyer's protection guarantee.
Neo doubles down on his comments. Neo had an interview, I guess, and he was asked about all of this transitioning surgeries and all of that type of shit for children and all of that. And he said he does not understand how, parents can let their children make such a life-altering decision at such a young age. And, he would never, do that with his children. And it's just kind of unfathomable to him. Basically, that's, in a nutshell, that's what he said. Then, they tried to come at him. I think did he first double down and say, listen, okay, first he said, listen, I said okay. He did the interview. He said that. Then people try to come at him. Then he said, I said what I said. Like, my opinion is my opinion. I don't apologize for my opinion. You don't have to agree with my opinion, but this is my opinion, And he said, as the father of 5 boys and 2 girls, and as a heterosexual man, that's how he feels about it. Boom. And I'm like, yeah, Neo, yeah. Stand up for yours. You know what I mean? Then an apology was issued where one of these written standard apologies, after much reflection, I've come to realize that everybody has a right to and I need to be educated more and all this fucking shit that sounds like a standard letter that, that you're forced to give out, like if you offend Jewish people or homosexuals. And this also reminds me of another story that I don't know if I wrote it down, but we need to get to that, which is the thing about Jamie Foxx. Anyway, so y'all remind me about that, please, later. Jamie Foxx and the whole they thing. So then this is issued, and I'm like, they made him break. You know what I mean? Like, they must have got to him and blah, blah, blah. But then he issues another statement where he's like, listen, I don't apologize for none of that. Basically, that shit was a publicist-generated statement. He said, y'all hearing it from the horse's mouth. Nah, I don't agree with that shit. At the same time, you want to do what your kids, you want to do with them, you do what you want to do. You know what I mean? He said he's not trying to basically shit on, the alphabet community and all of that. But, he's not with it. So, man, I commend Neo for standing on his for standing on his square. You know what I mean? For standing on his square as far as this issue is concerned. I'm not gonna lie, I had my doubts about Neo in the past, you know what I mean? Um as regards certain things, just the way he moved was kind of, you know, funny to me, but he got a lot of seeds and he's known for messing with a lot of broads, I guess. You know what I mean? Um and the stance he's taking, you know, is one that I totally and wholeheartedly agree with. We have the right to not agree with, nonsense. We have the right to not be in lockstep with, these countercultures that are going on out here. Um, hey, Leah Sawyer, peace. Um, what are you saying? They said, but I have to question Neo. By now, these celebs should know if they say something against certain people, you will get heat. So why say anything if you're going to apologize soon after? Well, apparently he was asked a question. It's not like he just pulled this out his ass one day and said, you know what? You know what I think about this? Like, he was asked a question. Hey, Neo, what do you think about young children getting these surgeries and shit like that? These gender affirming surgeries. And yeah. That's when he answered it. You know what I mean? Like, y'all motherfuckers set him up by asking him a question, and then when he answers the question, you want to fucking persecute him because he didn't say what you wanted him to say. That's right. All this cancel culture is bullshit. It's bullshit. It's nothing to be canceled about. You know? First of all, I think Neo is good. Neo done wrote so many fucking hit records, and you know what I mean? He got so many hit records his own self. And when I say wrote records, I'm talking about for other people like Beyonce and all that type of shit. Um, you know, I don't think he got. I don't. He ain't got nothing to worry about. He ain't really got to make records. He ain't really got to do nothing. He could just sit back and collect royalty checks. Now, unless they figure out a way to stop this man's royalty checks or some shit like that, that's that's the only way. But I don't think they could do that. They just gotta. They might could stop him from any future shit. But trust me, this man has done enough already to just sit back and be good. So I think that's also part of what gives him the financial freedom to say certain things like this and feel like, okay, well, if you cancel me, I'm cool. If you cancel me, I'm cool. You know what I mean? Because I ain't been seeing the motherfucker out there like that anyway recently. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm wrong, but I haven't really seen him. He was in a lot of shit at one point, like movies and fucking, hosting dance shows and all kind of shit, right? I feel like I ain't really seen Neo in a minute. Definitely can't remember any recent records or anything. Can you? Again, I could be wrong. I just don't remember this shit. Um, so yeah, big up to Neo, and if he throw his hat in the air when it comes to this issue, we need to come running. We need to come swimming. We need to come with the chairs. Symbolically, you understand? Symbolically, because this y'all motherfuckers are gonna say, "Oh, Lord Jamar was advocating." No, no, I wasn't. But I'm just saying, that whole alphabet community, they're quick to beat up on people symbolically, um, and bully people. So we got to come to the aid of our brothers and sisters when they are standing against a lot of this lunacy that's trying to be promoted right now. Which leads me to, yeah, the one with Jamie Foxx. Apparently, Jamie Foxx put up a post that said something to the effect of, they they crucified Jesus. Like, so what do you think they'll do to you? And then it was like hashtag something betrayal. Fox tweets. What was it? Yeah, fake friends. It was about fake friends. Um, where's the original? Okay. Yeah, the original one said, they killed this dude named Jesus. What do you think they'll do to you? Fake friends. Hashtag fake love. Well, apparently, when the Jewish community heard the word they automatically assumed that they owned that pronoun and that they meant them as Jewish people. Jamie Foxx never specified who they was. He didn't say Jewish killed this dude. What do you think Jewish people will do to you? That's not what it says. It says they killed this dude named Jesus. ... What do you think they'll do to you? That's all it said. But somehow they came at him. And would you believe that this man was forced to apologize about some shit he didn't even say? His next tweet: I want to apologize to the Jewish community and everyone who is offended by my post. I now know my choice of words have caused offense, and I'm sorry. That was never my intent. What? Your choice of words? You said they. You said they. And it's like, okay, even if in the Bible, people will say, well, the Jews did kill Jesus in the Bible. First of all, Jesus was Jewish, right? Y'all claim that Jesus was Jewish. So Jewish people killing somebody that was Jewish. Listen, wasn't Pontius Pilate involved in this too, or whatever the case may be? Like, even if that's the case in the Bible, even if they say that this guy never said Jewish people, he never said that. He never said that. And I don't feel that by him saying that his intent was to single these people out. Let's think of another analogy. Let's think of something with a similar saying that okay, so if I was to say, they had him drink the Kool-Aid out in Guyana, don't make them have you drink the Kool-Aid. So now in Guyana, Jim Jones, who was like a preacher of some shit, had a whole bunch of people drink Kool-Aid, right? And poison themselves and shit and kill themselves. Would now all, I guess, preachers be mad if I was to use that analogy? Should all people who lead congregations be mad, or even all people who serve Kool-Aid to people? Better yet, all people who serve Kool-Aid to others. Should they be mad and be like, yo, they're trying to say I poison Kool-Aid? Oh, fuck, hang on. There we go. They're trying to say I poison Kool-Aid. Because he said they poisoned the Kool-Aid. And, we serve Kool-Aid. Wait, why did that go off? Hang on a second. That's weird. Oh, shit. Okay, I'm back. My key light went off. Del Monte Green Beans, thank you. He said, hosts, dogs, holler. Okay. But the term is hit dogs holler, but yeah, I get it. So they hollering because they feel like it was towards them, although it wasn't directly aimed at them. Yes, hit dogs holler, sir. Jim was Farrakhan's buddy. Jim was a lot of people's buddy. A lot of people in the black community actually thought Jim Jones was cool. He used to go around the black community. You'll find pictures of him and Huey Newton. And, they didn't know the shit he was on at that time. So I'm not going to necessarily fault these people. Because he was saying the right shit, I guess, at the time, Sagan Yahawada. He said the Jews never killed Jesus. Pontius Pilate and the Greeks/Romans killed him and crucified him. People got to do real research and stop repeating things they heard someone else say. Right. I thought it was Pontius Pilate in them that actually had him crucified, but I think they're saying that it was the Jewish priesthood at the time that was kind of persecuting him, Jesus, and like wanted Pontius Pilate and them to kill him. I think that's what they're trying to say when they say that, and that he might have been sold out by them in some sort of way, right? Is that not how the story goes? Correct me if I'm wrong. But actually the ones that actually killed Jesus and, put him on the cross and stuck a spear in his side and all of that, well, yeah, those are supposed to be the Greco-Romans. But yet they keep saying the Jews killed them. The Jews killed them. That could be propaganda right there too. And if that's the case, and the Jews did not kill Jesus, then why get offended if anybody says they killed? You should automatically assume, well, they must be talking about the Greeks and Romans. They're not talking about us. They can't be talking about us because we didn't do it. Right? If that's the case. So please, refresh my biblical history. There we go. Because this is what I remember. The Jews only informed on Jesus. They informed on Jesus. They didn't necessarily have the power. They didn't have the power of, the overall power. It seemed like they had a limited, localized power amongst Jewish people, and this Yahshua was a threat to that. So this is why they informed on him to who? The Romans, the Greco-Romans. So y'all right. And yes, sold out by his fake friend Judas. And Judas was, if he was a disciple of Jesus, then he was a Jew. Matter of fact, see, we're starting to get into real areas that, could really get deep, because it's like we say Jew, but then we say Hebrew, from what I understand, they're not the same thing. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Was Jesus and them Jewish or were they Hebrew? So many great questions on the Godcast. AB Promotions, thank you. He said, peace, Lord Jamar 100. Are they going to make the Christian church apologize? Fuck out of here. That's true. Because it seems like it would be the Christian church that actually started this propaganda, right? That's the people that I heard. The first people I ever heard say this about Jewish people were white Catholics, I believe. You know what I mean? Oh, they killed Jesus. Like it was that type of voice. I never heard black people saying shit like that. It was white people that started this shit. So, yeah. Y'all need to be mad at them. um, and as far as what black people say, when we say they, I don't think you should assume that we're just automatically in lockstep with what mainstream white people feel about anything. Okay. Even about how they feel about y'all. And now when I'm saying y'all, I mean Jewish people. Okay. Um, but y'all certainly don't own. First of all, nobody owns any fucking pronouns. Okay. So let's stop with this bullshit. But you definitely don't own uh they or our or we or us. Like, yeah, come on, stop it. Stop it. And can we as a people stop apologizing for every little fucking thing when people don't apologize to us for shit? Y'all still waiting for fucking your man Vlad to apologize to Farrakhan. That ain't never gonna happen. Ever. Ever. But y'all motherfuckers is ready to apologize for shit. Y'all apologizing for shit that you ain't even do, basically. All out of fear. Biblical is Hebrew, not Jew. So Jesus was Hebrew. Likewise, Moses. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Jew is short for Judah. The nation of Judah are Jews. Oh, yeah? Then why spell it like that? If it comes from Judah, why spell it Jew? I'm just saying. Why not just Jew, Ju? If it's short for Judah. I'm just asking questions. Because that seems like the logical connection, but is it really logical? And we know that the letter J didn't even exist back then. So there was no Jesus, and there was no Jew or Judah. So what was it really? Huh? Let's get into it. Sagan Yahawada. We got to understand that those so-called white Jews in Israel are not the original Jews / Israelites. Of course I know that. That's why they're called Jewish. Anything ish means kind of like, kind of, sort of. Trying to be like, but not the original. I don't even want to spend too much time on this topic. I'm just saying. Um, it is what it is.